Hello and welcome to the OWXL. We've got a Friday night game for you from Tier 2 between Bjorn to Kill and Mercy's Angels. I'm your host, Sultan Pepper, and we are ready to get this game started, getting the last few people into the lobby and make sure the captains are ready. Excited to start this game. This is, I believe, the first game we've gotten on stream for week 4, at least that I've done. There may have other streamers that have gotten those, so you can check those out on the archive and just get caught up on everything that's been going on. Just an update on these teams. Bjorn and Kill coming into this game 2-1. After some strong showings in just I believe weeks 1 and 3 is when they got those wins. Mercy's Angels had a bye week after falling in week 1, coming back, getting the win in week 2, and looking to keep that momentum going and have a first winning record of the season. So excited to get this game started. Again, we're going to check in with the captains, see where they're at, and start with you shortly. I'd like to remind you that we are sponsored this season by Casual Gamer, limited edition designs made for true fans of the game. You can check him out on casualgamer.us or on Instagram at casual_gamer. A lot of awesome designs, so definitely give that a look if you get an opportunity. I'm going to check on both these captains. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Getting started on Ilios, I do like control points as the first pick. Generally, that seems to go that direction. Looking at the lineups, for Bjorn to Kill on the left-hand side in the blue, the Wet Grandpa going Farah, Tin Tub, I believe that's how you pronounce that. I apologize if I mispronounce anybody's name. On Zenyatta, Vulcan on Hanzo, Rhino Dog fills in a really solid Reinhardt, BMJXX11 on Diva, now your Kibito on Mercy. For Mercy's Angels here on the right-hand side, Miko is going to go Mercy, Sleepy on Diva, Freakylicious on Zenyatta, Earthbound on Roadhog, Solo Player, Reaper, Flat Pup on Soldier. So immediately you see Flat Pup going to be able to counter Wet Grandpa on Fair. We'll see how quickly he switches, or if that ends up being an issue for them. Coming directly into point. Nobody wants to go down too quickly, but Rhino Dog is the first to fall. Earthbound getting the better of him. Versus Kibito is going to come in and res him immediately to negate that. And as I said, Flat Pup taking down Wet Grandpa, immediately becoming the counter there. Both Mercy rests down as Miko is able to grab Freakylicious, just went down. Rhino Dog and BMJ combining well to kind of get some momentum going here. Vulcan taking Sleepy out of mech, and it looks like they may be able to take the point here. Bjorn to Kill has a little bit of an advantage, and they will wrap this up for the first capture of the round. Kind of going back and forth right now. Flat Pup is still doing work, having taken down Wet Grandpa on Fair already. Now getting after Vulcan with the Helix Rocket there. It didn't really matter though. Resed again, Kibito with 2 already, just staying on top of keeping the team alive. I like that from the new Mercy changes. I'm a fan. I know a lot of people maybe have some mixed feelings, but I personally, as a Mercy main, really enjoy them. So just defending this point well, but now Wet Grandpa and Rhino Dog both falling, a bit of a disadvantage for the current defenders on the point as Mercy's Angels start to come back in. Flat Pup again getting kills, Freakylicious adding again on his counters, Zenyatta, and going down for this the Mercy here to completely kind of give him the advantage that Flat Pup will take 2 out with the Tactical Visor, and the Diva self-destruct will not quite connect, but Mercy's Angels able to take the point, only 35% lost, and we're able to combine a few ults there pretty well to take advantage on the point. Rhino Dog being harassed again is having some problems this game, staying alive. They're going after him pretty aggressively. Solo Player with a good double there on Tintub, and Rhino Dog with the Death Blossom. And again, I like the aggressive defense from Mercy's Angels coming up here and trying to push back into the Bjorn to Kill spawn. A good double on the self-destruct there from Sleepy. Don't think I forgot about it. Repositioning. Now the fight kind of happening on the interior here. We'll see who that really benefits. Obviously, Fair will not be as big of an issue unless she's able to get kind of further in. The Earthbound coming down with the whole hog, trying to pick up a few, just maybe clearing out some space. It looks like Solo Player may have disconnected that. He may just dropped off. We'll see if he's able to stay in the game. But now Bjorn to Kill coming back into the point with some aplomb. We've got maybe 5 now. It looks like they will be able to cap this pretty soundly. You see the feed just lit up blue for them, and able to wipe pretty well there. Looking at ult economy from both sides, Vulcan's pretty close to another Death Blossom. Rhino Dog used the shadow there, will not have that for a little bit. Wet Grandpa though with Barrage, and Kibito still with the Valkyrie. Another Valkyrie on the other side from Miko, and Freakylicious coming out again with the Transcendence. Will be able to use that to support ults as they come in to engage this next fight. Flat Pup not too terribly far behind on the Tactical Visor, about 70% there. As Mercy's Angels comes back into point, looks like they're spread out a little bit. You see Solo Player there on Reaper kind of getting in by himself and seeming to cause some problems with these tanks. BMJ's not really going to be worried about it with the Diva pocket, but Wet Grandpa looking to grab one and is able to get Sleepy out of mech with a Rocket Barrage, maybe zone out a little bit. The Tactical Visor now coming in from Flat Pup and hasn't quite connected with anybody just yet, but seeing if he can maybe take down Farah, and it's actually Farah who takes him down. Wet Grandpa getting the better of her counter there, and BMJ taking out the opposite Diva. Now 86-87% or so. Miko will use the Valkyrie to again just try and get that double res on Flat Pup and Sleepy. That's been essential for them. Flat Pup doing some serious work on the DPS. Wet Grandpa finally going down. Flat Pup getting another kill in the feed, but I think Earthbound helped out there as well. I heard a Death Blossom. We'll see what happened there. Able to grab Freakylicious on Zenyatta, who already used the Transcendence, so that won't be as big of a factor for them. But now in overtime for Bjorn to Kill, looking to wrap up this point. But now Valkyrie coming out again for Nayu Kibito, for Bjorn to Kill again, just to keep this hold and close out this round. However, look at the percentage on the point. Mercy's Angels really close to being able to grab this point back if they can clean up the rest of these kills. BMJ uses the self-destruct, not really able to get anybody, and then going out of mech immediately. Rhino Dog comes back with a huge shatter to pick up Earthbound on the point. And I believe one more Solo Player who he pinned to take down. The Tactical Visor now coming in from Flat Pup, who's used those pretty well this round, able to take out Kibito on the Mercy, who's about halfway to another Valkyrie. And it looks like Mercy's Angels, yeah, getting the kills they need, wrapping up there, and able to take the point back. They've got 60% or so, so you know that Bjorn Kill will have some time to come back in and challenge and maybe take this round, but pretty tightly contested so far. Looking at ults again, Tynes Hub will have the Transcendence probably before I finish this sentence. Wet Grandpa will have the Rocket Barrage definitely for this next fight, and Miko on the other side for Mercy's Angels will have another Valkyrie along with Freakylicious's Transcendence as well. So Earthbound may have a Bullhog by then as well, so we'll see how they do. Mercy's Angels again with the aggressive defense, just trying to push out and keep Bjorn Kill from getting a taste of the point. It may work out for them as Rhino Dog goes down again. And I don't think Kibito is using Valkyrie, so maybe able to get back there to rest him. He's kind of in a difficult position though, and it looks like she's staying mostly on point to heal. Tynes Hub will come in and help with a Transcendence of his own, and it looks like they may have a little bit of supremacy on the point. We're at this 99-99 right now for both. Wet Grandpa using the Rocket Barrage there, able to grab one, BMJ adding another, but Miko now going Valkyrie, grabbing a double res on Flat Pup and Freakylicious, and I believe this fight is far from over as you see the kills swapping either side. The advantage may go the way of Mercy's Angels, though they do have control of the point and 3 ults in their pockets, so we'll see how Bjorn Kill is able to contest with that if they can flip this point back. Either way, the overtime is just waiting to shoot down as soon as one of these teams loses representation on the point. Another self-struck there, taking down Rhino Dog again, and it looks like Bjorn Kill may be able to take this back. Solo player using the Death Blossom there, solo ulting BMJ who's out of mech and then going down immediately, and once again the kill just going either side. Earthbound now using his whole hog to push everybody else off the point. Nobody's quite able to contest, and it will be Mercy's Angels to take an exciting first round on Ilios. Really impressive fight from both teams, flipping the point back and forth, and finally able to close it out was Mercy's Angels. I think they just had the ult advantage there towards the end, and able to use it. You saw Earthbound trying to clear off the point with the whole hog, and good round for them, but I'd like to see how Bjorn Kill responds. Wet Grandpa did switch off the Pharah, now going Soldier as well, and Vulcan also switching to Genji. Kibito switching off the Mercy, which should be significant because now they won't have the res, and going Lucio. It's like no changes on the other side, but kind of if it's not broken, why bother trying to fix it? But we'll see how these changes affect Bjorn Kill and the shape of their team, and whether they're able to take this second round and force the third. Wet Grandpa going immediately to work, taking down solo player with good Helix Rocket. Each team combining well. Earthbound grabbing Rhino Dog, who falls pretty early on for the second time in this game. Solo player gets res, but Flat Pup falls instead, and now it looks like actually maybe a 4v4 if I'm counting correctly. But once again, kills going either side, and immediately Bjorn Kill with a little bit of dominance on the point, not quite as the fight is breaking out there. Earthbound with a Mercy Pocket, or just kind of dugging in and out, getting everybody able to keep him alive, as Earthbound now uses the whole hog very early in the game before the round is even taken. To no avail though, as it looks like Mercy's Angels will be able to wrap out the rest of these kills and take the first control of the point. Really fast whole hog earned there by Earthbound. Not able to, or able to win them the point rather by forcing off the rest of Bjorn Kill. And it's just impressive for him to be able to build that quickly. Now as the fight breaks out again, Bjorn Kill coming back into the point. Once again, the aggressive defense from Mercy's Angels not really letting them get incredibly close. Wet Grandpa responding with an early ult of zone, the tactical visor, trying to take out a couple. Not really able to find too much just yet, but maybe clearing out some of the members inside the point. Flat Pup, however, will show him how it's done. Grabs one there, and looking for a few more. Not able to grab any, but once again, Mercy's Angels with the supremacy on the point, getting the kills they need to maintain control. Both Mercies with a Valkyrie. We'll see how those come out to affect this next fight. So take the back. I think Miko may have, or Kibito may have just used that. Regardless, still one for Miko there. Freakylicious has a Transcendence. Sleepy's pretty close to another self-destruct, unless she's out of mech. No, she's still in mech. Earthbound pretty close as well. So we'll have ults on either side as Vulcan come out with a good Death Blossom here. And as we start, here they go. Both Diva Bombs coming out, and BMJ able to grab one. Nobody else. Looks like not able to grab one was Sleepy with that opposite ult there, but still Bjorn Kill able to earn the point back, and or able to take control of the point for the first time this game. Solo player's not going to be able to do too much with the ult there, as Time Type takes him down pretty quickly. But now Bjorn Kill's got a little bit of control of the point. Mercy's Angels did have quite a bit of that percentage. So if they're able to come back in here with the 3 ults they currently have, they could take this back pretty quickly. But obviously Bjorn and Kill has a few of their own. Earthbound will engage here with the whole hog and kind of push people back towards the point, not able to really get anybody too far off of it, but a good pick there. Will grab Time Tub. He goes for the second support. However, Zenyatta there, Time Tub, rezzed, and then uses a very solid Transcendence just to try and keep Bjorn to Kill alive on the point. Transcendence is coming out from either side here as Frigolicious uses one as well. BMJ grabs another with the self-destruct and takes Sleepy out of mech, and Ken is just hotly contested right here on the point. Mercy's Angels trying to use the ults to get the point back, but it won't work out for them as Vulcan grabs a good double and helps maintain control of the point for Bjorn to Kill. Creeping up now about 10% away from the 64% Mercy's Angels currently has, and knowing they need to win this round to force that third round and try and take this first game. But I like what I'm seeing so far. There's still Valkyries on either side. Wet Grandpa was pretty close to a rocket barrage here for Bjorn to Kill on Pharah, who has switched back from Soldier. Flat Pub with the tactical visor could make that a very short encounter, though. We'll see how that plays out. Good pin here from Rhino Dog onto Sleepy, who will be able to escape and get some health back. The tactical visor now coming out from Flat Pup, using it a little earlier. And damage boosted, looking to get a few kills, not able to grab anybody. Time Tub able to hide well there, but it won't matter, goes down anyway, and then gets rest, so that doesn't matter either. Now your Capito will go down before being able to use the Valkyrie, so that could affect them coming to this point. You see Mercy's Angels with about half of the percentage earned on the point so far. And now Miko using a good Valkyrie there again to try and keep everybody alive and earn this point back. But as it creeps up 94, 95, 96%, Bjorn to Kill getting some of the kills they need on the point here, on just a few left. But now Miko using the res there to get Earthbound. They may have the advantage if they can take Vulcan down on Genji, which they do. And in overs, oh, I thought they were about to grab that point back. Not quite able to. Now they did. And we may be in for another 99-99 fight, depending if they can hold on to this point really long. No ults there for Bjorn to Kill, though. So that could be difficult. It's kind of the same position they were in last time. Didn't have any ults come into this final fight. Sleepy will have another self-destruct here shortly. And Solo Player has a Death Blossom. So that could be difficult for them. BMJ does have a self-destruct as well. Could be able to use that to good effect. And they're coming up on a few more. So it really just depends on how quickly they're able to hold on to this fight. Wet Grandpa going down immediately, though, will not be helpful for them, as now it's a 5v6 coming into point. They still have a few seconds, though, as Mercy's Angels is only about 95-ish percent or so. That's a really good pin there from Rhino Dog, just to completely negate that self-destruct all the way around. Didn't end up being an issue at all. Pinned it, using the shield well there. And I'm just swinging away. Ults coming out on either side and get able to grab a good 2 there with Solo Player. Miko will res Sleepy, who's taking down my Time Tab there. But then immediately vaults with what Grandpa grabs a good double. Good shatter there from Rhino Dog, grabbing I think 3 in the shatter, able to get a few kills. Earthbound comes in again with the whole hog like we saw last time, and Mercy's Angels will once again use ults at the end of the round to clean up this game and take the first win.
Play of the game.
Vulcan played a few different DPS heroes there and able to use them effectively. Mercy's Angels, I think, played well as a team and were able to clean up that game. We'll look at the rest of the map pool and see what Bjorn to Kill decides to do going to the second round. We'll have that for you very shortly. Stick around. Mercy's Angels with the 2-0 win on Ilios. Not a probably not an accurate reflection of how that game went. I think Bjorn to Kill had some really good team fights, just weren't able to quite close out their caps, and really good game throughout. I think I probably was wishing for a third round force there by Bjorn to Kill, but Mercy's Angels coming out strong and getting that first win. So we'll see what Bjorn to Kill decides. Looks like the next map is Eichenwald, so we'll get that set up. Good hybrid map. I believe Mercy's Angels, I saw them play this against All Natty in week 1, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong about that, but to get a chance to see how they did there. So yeah, I'm excited. Obviously completely different from a control point. Get a little bit different perspective on these teams and see if Bjorn to Kill can come back on a familiar map. All right, looks like both captains are ready to go, so let's get started on Eichenwald.
Traveling to Eichenwald.
On Eichenwald, Bjorn to Kill defending first, looking to ideally, full hold and know that they go into their attack with all the control. Wet Grandpa going Bastion this time. Tinteb going Zenyatta once again. Vulcan on Symmetra. Rhino Dog filling out Reinhardt again. BMJ on Diva. Narukibito on Mercy. For the attacking team, Mercy's Angels. Miko Michan on Mercy again. Sleepy Diva. Freaky on Zenyatta, Earthbound Roadhog, solo player. Reaper, Flat Pup, Soldier. This is an unchanged comp from what they had on Ilios, and it makes sense just attacking both sides. So all the symmetric turrets placed up there, looking to get early charge. Rhino Dog ready to fire strike the attackers as they come out.
4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective.
Possibly slightly premature, but grab another one and maybe a little bit of hit there. Looked like it did make contact. So Vulcan already at 40% ult charge. That is significant, and looks like Flat Pup trying to pick up where he left off, getting damage in early. Solo player doing the same from the right hand side. Rhino Dog without a shield up, able to get pulled pretty early there and goes down immediately. That could be significant, but rezzed also by Narukibito, but they do lose another support player. Tub goes down, Freaky's able to take him down, and they don't have another res, so they can't get him back, and already disadvantaged here at the choke. Vulcan about 75% to an ult, and looking to pick that teleporter up pretty quickly to prevent any additional deaths from causing too much of a problem. But Mercy's Angels aggressively pushing through this right-hand side, running into the Wet Grandpa on Bastion, and he's making it difficult for anybody to get through there. They decide that is a bad option, go the other direction. It's like solo player from the back, able to get a little bit of distraction on the point. It's not really going to cause too many problems, and he will make it back to his team. But now Rhino Dog once again falls, and the Transcendence from Freakylicious will allow the attack to push into point. Wet Grandpa on Bastion using the tank form to try and get a couple kills. Didn't really see anything pan out for him there, but he's able to take out Freaky, who goes just into the wrong little alcove. Both Valkyries out for each Mercy, just looking to keep these teams alive. Diva's fighting back and forth right now. I can't really tell who has the advantage there. Self-destruct from Sleepy looks like it may be coming down onto the point. We'll see who's able to get away. Combined with the tactical visor, Flap Up able to grab 2. Sleepy will take the counter diva out of mech. Flap Up will pick her up. But again, with the advantage on the point, Freaky, Flap Up coming back, Miko here, and it looks like Mercy's Angels will be able to wrap up this cap with about 2 minutes off the clock.
I'm taking the point.
I'm number one. I'm number one. I'm moving the payload.
Really strong attack from Mercy's Angels, and I don't think they were able to.
I'm here.
Bjorn was able to use as many ults as maybe they wanted to try and get. Just hold on to that defense maybe a little bit longer, but Bastion, Wet Grandpa still sitting up there on the top section. Will move now, maybe a little bit too much exposed, and Rhino Dog going down via solo player rezzed immediately. And then solo player, maybe a little overextended, goes down, and this defense will be able to set up here on the corner as the attack rounds with the payload. Wet Grandpa set up again, has no shield this time. Rhino Dog kind of left him out to dry. He will be able to get back and grab some health. Is able to take down Mercy as well. Just gets immediately back to work, has another tank form, and is using it to try and clear off members of the attack on the point. He is able to grab Flat Pup, who's been an issue for them, but then falls via the Sleepy Diva behind him. The defense looks like they're holding relatively well. Kill still swapping either side. We'll see how long this attack lasts before they're. Or Mercy's Angels needs to regroup. Looks like they will do that here as Rhino Dog goes and pins solo player again, caught out. Earthbound, however, making him pay for it, grabbing him, but then Vulcan taking Sleepy out. So still 2 tanks down, I believe, for the attack. And now with the Time Tab, who's now switched to Lucio, the sound barrier will help them bolster as Earthbound comes in with the Whole Hog. Interestingly timed, they were able to get out of the hallway with that, but I think Diva was able to eat that pretty easily, and Rhino Dog blocked quite a bit of it as well. However, he was able, Flat Pup was able to pick out Narukabito on Mercy. Vulcan grabs a good double with the Deadeye from the high ground there. And it's fight at the corner. Looks like it's going the way of the attack. They still have 3 members on point, even though Sleepy is out of mech. And they will clean up the rest of these defenders and push a little bit further forward here. They're now 4 on. Looks like maybe yeah, Miko's there as well. Sleepy pretty close to getting another ult, just looking to get a little bit of or a lot of the mech rather, getting damage in and able to earn that quickly before this next team fight. They, I think, are. Yeah, as Earthbound comes back in, will be 5 strong, and a good timing. Fantastic place right there for Earthbound. Obviously unintentional, he's just coming back from spawn, but able to grab Rhino Dog, who came in with a shatter from behind. And now the Tranquility from Freaky could help win them this fight, as Wet Grandpa also goes down. It's a 6v4, and they could be able to push in here if they're smart about these kills. Sleepy goes in with the self-destruct, seeing if they can clear out a couple. Will grab 2, Vulcan and Narukabito, and I think that's the end of this fight before it even really started. It looks like they will be able to grab the B checkpoint with about 2 minutes left on the clock. Oh, and as I say that, maybe it's spoken too soon. Rhino Dog trying to come in as Reaper install was not quite able to, and will concede that B checkpoint. Solo player up, still causing problems. Has the Death Plasma, looking to try and sneak in and use that. Not finding much success here just yet as they push him back on this left-hand side. But still attacking is Mercy's Angels with a very solid push so far. They've got 3 minutes plus in the time bank, looking to push this in very quickly and have some time left on the clock. Solo player will grab a good double or triple there, but completely negated by the Valkyrie from Narukabito, answered quickly by Miko. So now both Valkyries up, ults going either side, and the attack just trying to stay alive as long as possible. You see Roadhogs getting reverse rezzed there, swapped on either side, and I think right now the defense looks a little bit stronger. The attack is scattered a little bit, and it may be Bjorn who's able to win this first encounter coming to the C checkpoint. Though, as I say that, Sleepy comes in with an ult to try and maybe clear out a few, and a res on solo player could mean they try and keep this going. Flap Up coming back with Tactical Visor, able to grab BMJ out of mech and then grab Vulcan Vanilla. Narukabito also going down, and I may have spoken too soon. Looks like this fight was not quite over as the attack now has the advantage, looking to take down this pesky Mei. Wet Grandpa sitting here trying to stall as long as possible. They will knock him out though. Rhino Dog as well, switching off the Reinhardt to Reaper. And now it looks like the defense may be staggering in a little bit, coming in one at a time. They'll try and engage with the self-destruct here, and they are able to pick up Flap Up BMJ with a good double and taking Sleepy out of mech. But again, the attack pushing pretty strongly here, coming into point, and the rest of the defense is trying to catch up. But now a good, maybe tide turning double there for Rhino Dog, actually able to grab a third and Flap Pup, and having eliminated half the team, I think the defense may be able to hold them back here. Solo player Miko fall as well. And yeah, solid ult there from Rhino Dog, being able to come in with the Death Blossom, clear out a couple, and help the rest of his defense with the short respawn come back in and kind of get a foothold and keep the payload moving any further. It had been going pretty quickly up until this point, so good for them to get a good stop here. Payload is still pretty close. There's about a minute and a half left, so definitely time for Mercy's Angels to use the 3 ults they have. And what we saw in Ilios was them being really aware of using ults late in the round to win these fights. Really good ult usage from them. But now the Wet Grandpa will use a Blizzard here to try and trap the rest of this attack. Good Transcendence will come in to negate the Dragon Strike there from Hanzo. Now Flat Pup will come back out with a Tactical Visor after Vulcan drops. Trying to get a couple. Freakylicious adds another, and then Rhino Dog finally the victim of the Tactical Visor. Now Yukibito will use a Valkyrie there to grab a quick 2 on Vulcan and BMJ. BMJ falling immediately, Freakylicious with a good headshot before able to get back into the mech. And so again, just attack looks like they grouped up really well. Sleepy will come in with another Diva Bomb as the defense come back in. We'll see if that connects with anybody. Is able to get now Yukibito on Mercy, which could be influential for them. The payload creeping ever further as another Dragon Strike comes in. That was very quickly earned from Vulcan, who just had one a second ago. Reds is coming in from either side as both these Mercies positioned well, looking for opportunity to keep their team alive. But it looks like, again, the attack just inching that payload a little further forward. Solo player with another Death Blossom able to grab Vulcan and might have grabbed Tide as well, or at least cause some problems for him. They will be able to cap this point with 26 seconds left, which is significant for them. Obviously, if Bjorn Kill is able to get to the end, they'll have an opportunity to take that first checkpoint. So Mercy's Angels have kind of everything going for them right now. Obviously, the advantage to take it all the way to the end with time left on the clock, and now knowing that if they're able to defend here, they will take the game. We still will play a third round for those of you unfamiliar with the format, just for tiebreaker purposes in the standings. So it'll be 3 games regardless, but Mercy's Angels in pole position to find the 2-1 record that they're looking for here in week 4. For the defense now, Mercy's Angels, Miko still on Mercy, and Sleepy going Orisa, Freaky staying on Zenyatta, Earthbound staying on Roadhog, Flat Pup on Soldier, solo player switching now. Symmetra. For the attack, I will see if Wet Grandpa sticks with the Bastion play. Time Type going. Zenyatta, Vulcan on Genji, who saw him play briefly, I believe, on Ilios. Rhino Dog once again on Reinhardt, BMJ, and now Yukibito unchanged Diva and Mercy, respectively.
Attack commences in 30 seconds.
A moment to enjoy some peace and quiet. Probably just a moment, though.
I will strike our enemies where they do not expect.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attack commencing.
This old dog still knows if you treat.
I can figure out these controls here. As the attack comes out from Bjorn Kill, again looking to push the payload very quickly and get all the way to the end, have an opportunity to win this round and force round 3, and subsequently win this to have an opportunity to win this game in kind of a difficult spot. Wet Grandpa without a shield gets melted pretty quickly there, but rezzed immediately by Kibito. Rhino Dog getting pulled in again, this time as the attacking Reinhardt, and falls immediately. The res not available from Nayu Kibito, and will fall. Wet Grandpa once again without a shield drops again, and it could be a very difficult attack for Bjorn to kill if they're not coordinating the shields and the turrets. Vulcan able to grab one back as Freaky goes down, and I don't know if Kibito, Miko rather, has a res there, able to grab him back. BMJ and the rest of the attack kind of coming in individually and dropping subsequently. Rhino Dog again with the shield back up, and hopefully Wet Grandpa can get behind him and start causing some issues. As they do start to group up, it looks like Flat Pup on the high ground here, kind of causing problems and not really getting dealt with. Takes down Vulcan, Nayu Kibito, and I believe he also took down Time there to start that full charge. So yeah, right now the defense for Mercy's Angels looks really solid, sitting here at the choke, not really being contested too much. Wet Grandpa decides to go Pharah, an interesting choice given how accurate Flat Pup has been throughout this game. Looking to maybe flank in behind a few of them. BMJ also going back to the point. Earthbound seems the only one aware of the impending attack. The defense still here at the choke, using Transcendence here as Freakalicious trying to keep the rest of the team alive. Narcobuto will res, Tynes Hub is the other support. BMJ finally making his presence known on the point as the attack comes back in. The defense comes around pretty quickly as a supercharger from Sleepy on the point, using Orisa trying to melt the rest of these attackers. See Tyne dropping pretty quickly. Res dropped again. Wet Grandpa falls as well. Flat Pup doing his job. And once again, I think the defense will be able to clean this up pretty quickly. It doesn't look too terribly threatening from them right now. So, yeah, able to wrap up there pretty quickly. And it looks like Bjorn to Kill may be grouping up here. I see some silhouettes back there. I'd like to think that is the case, but now with the teleporter from solo player, it could be really difficult combined with the positioning and resing ability of Miko for Bjorn to Kill to really get anything away from this. Wet Grandpa still playing Pharaoh, which I think is interesting. Vulcan now switching off Genji, going Soldier, seeing if that could help them out a little bit. A shatter from the side here from Rhino Dog. Maybe doesn't connect quite as much as he wanted to. Does get the pin there, but Flat Pup coming in with the tactical visor, also on either side. Coming out as BMJ now takes down solo player with the self-destruct. Everybody kind of coming into point. A little bit of panicky as we got about 60 seconds left. Some of the attackers getting some kills here as Wet Grandpa, Vulcan, and Rhino Dog combining to wipe out some of this defense. They may start being able to earn some percentage on this point here. Looks like Miko will get the res on Earthbound, and I think may have popped Valkyrie there, trying to get a few more reses as the rest of the defense comes back in, and it's making it difficult. Maybe just be Wet Grandpa and Kabito coming back to the point. Rhino Dog and BMJ with the short respawns, adding again Flat Pup. Helix Rocket on out your Kabito, about 60% to another Valkyrie, but won't be able to use those reses. Wet Grandpa immediately taken down by Flat Pup, not able to use a Rocket Barrage as effectively as he probably wanted to. The rest of the defense still trying to clean up a little bit as they've got some reinforcements coming back. Vulcan trying to cause some problems. Once again, the supercharger helping to eliminate him pretty quickly. So now 20 seconds left. It could be a full hold here for the defenders, Mercy's Angels, to round up this attack, and a pretty comprehensive win for them if they're able to hold on. Bjorn to Kill looking for something out of this game, knowing they need to get on to point. It looks like Wet Grandpa will jump over the side and try and start earning some percentage. The rest of the defense staying at the point. Narcobuto and BMJ falling pretty quickly via Earthbound's Whole Hog, Rhino Dog, and Wet Grandpa, the only members on the point. Now, as I say that, Wet Grandpa, the only one remaining as the Transcendence comes out from Freakalicious just to keep the rest of the attackers pretty strong. Flat Pup's Tactical Visor will take down the rest of this team, and Mercy's Angels with the full hold on their attack, or on their defense rather, and a full push on their attack, rounds out this win and goes up 2-0.
Play of the game.
Nerf this.
Triple kill.
It seemed like Sleepy was earning those self-destructs pretty quickly, able to use those in quite a few of the team fights, and just combining well. Once again, now Kabito with a card standing out for Bjorn to Kill, who are playing well, but struggling with a few of the counters from
Excellent.
Mercy's Angels. But congratulations to Mercy's Angels for the win. We will still do a round 3, so we'll get the map pick from Bjorn to Kill, and we'll be right back. Thank you for your patience, guys. Third map will be Nepal. I like this pick. The other option was Hollywood, which I think would be difficult doing another hybrid map after the last game on Eichenwald. So deciding to go Nepal, and like I said, if you're just not joining us, the 2-0 score on Ilios wasn't an accurate, I think, reflection of that game. Both teams played really well. Mercy's Angels able to eke out wins in the 99-99 overtimes in both rounds. So I'm excited to see how Bjorn comes back. Obviously a little bit difficult. I don't know how much tilt is setting in from the loss already, but I'd like to see them come out and get a good win here just to help in their win-loss record. So we'll see. Waiting for ready from both teams. Looks like we do have them, so we will be starting here very shortly.
Traveling to Nepal.
Again, on Nepal, the first map on Ilios, like I just said, pretty close. So we'll see if Bjorn switches up their comp a little bit. I already see some new faces. Time-Tip going Lucio instead of Zenyatta, Wet Grandpa on Winston. Has been playing a few DPS. Vulcan on Hanzo. Reinhard going Tracer this time instead of the Reinhardt he's been playing. He switched to Reaper at one point, but going Tracer this time. BMJ again on Diva, now Yakubito filling out on Mercy. For Mercy's Angels on the left here, the blue team, Miko on Mercy again. I believe this comp is unchanged, aside from solo player who's going Genji instead of Reaper, but Sleepy, Freakalicious, Earthbound, and Flat Pup on the same characters they've played throughout this game. Most of the time, at least on like attacks and control points. So. Again, Mercy's Angels coming into this game already with the win, looking for the 3-0. And it looks like Tyne will get Bjorn to the point a little bit more quickly with the Lucio. As we started here, it may not matter as Earthbound grabs the first kill, and now they're disadvantaged on the point immediately. Flat-Pup getting immediately rezzed by Miko after falling via Vulcan. Vulcan now drops Wet Grandpa as well and rezzed again. So still, Justin's kind of going either side. No rezzes for either Mercy for a few more seconds here at least. Wet Grandpa falls once again via Earthbound. And looks like Mercy's Angels is kind of dominant on the point right now. They have maybe 4 or 5 members of the point able to clean up Narikabito, Rhino Dog, and Time-Tip, and that will get them the cap. BMJ getting a little staggered here, getting pulled out of mech a little late, finally falling, and yeah, 5 members of Mercy's Angels on fire, ready to play this game as the members of Bjorn looks like they're starting to come back in, maybe a little staggered. A few of their players aren't back yet. Oh, I guess not quite coming in. Maybe just trying to get a few picks here on the side. Some ult charge, Rhino Dog being pesky as Tracer on the left-hand side, but solo player on Genji privy to it. Another good pull from Earthbound. I feel like that's probably happened a few times this game, able to grab BMJ, come back in, but able to get back to safety. The self-destruct from Sleepy coming in, and will grab a good double. Vulcan and Time-Tip falling and immediately disadvantaged as they go into this point. The Transcendence will come out here from Freakalicious just again to keep the rest of the attack alive as Volker comes out. Now Yakubito picking up a good double on Time-Tip and Vulcan, who just fell via the self-destruct. Time-Tip falling again, not making the most of that second opportunity. Miko going down, Freakalicious again, and BMJ able to get another good double there with the self-destruct, and it looks like Bjorn may be able to earn some percentage onto this point. They have a little bit here, but now Vulcan's Dragon Strike will come in and cause some problems for Sleepy, and it looks like, yeah, Bjorn has the advantage on the point. They should be able to wrap this up. And yeah, able to cap there. 61% gone for Mercy's Angels, but I think good, just a good push there from them. Flat Pup will just jump off there to try and regroup with this team instead of trying to get back. Bjorn biggest takeaway here is they just need to be responsible with the ults. I think what's gotten them most of these games is not having the ults at the end of the fight to, close out the game. So it'll be important for them to be conscientious about what they have and what they can use and what they need, and they don't overdo it. are able to get the best of Mercy's Angels here in this final round, rather final game on Nepal. Now as the sound barrier comes out from Time Tap, another Dragon Strike from Vulcan, who again is earning those very quickly. Flat Pup able to grab a double in there. Wet Grandpa answering back with his Primal Rage, trying to grab a couple of his own. Time Tub and MJ taking down Diva in Mech. Miko with Valkyrie gets another double on Sleepy and Earthbound, who just recently fell. Flat Pup and Solo Player combining to wrap up the rest of these kills, and it looks like Mercy's Angels will be able to earn this back pretty quickly. And Bjorn Kill not quite able to eclipse the percentage they had on the point, and Mercy's Angels again doing well to maintain what they have. Sleepy is pretty close to another ult there. Freakalicious will have Transcendence here pretty soon. Solo Player with another Death Blossom. So they will still have ult advantage going into this next fight. Rhino Dog the only one with the Pulse Bomb here for Bjorn to kill, which could make it difficult for them trying to engage. Behind him, BMJ is the only one close enough or closer to an ult. 72%. Vulcan trying to earn another Dragon Strike here pretty quickly. Oh, self-destruct coming down, sorry, from Sleepy, and grabbing two of the supports there for for Bjorn to kill rather, which could make this engage difficult for them. Again, the Dragon Strike coming out once more from Vulcan, able to grab Earthbound. And in overtime for Mercy's Angels, we'll see how they round out this game. Some percentage earned on the point for Bjorn to kill. Looks like they're starting to kind of take a little bit of advantage with Flat Pup, making sure that's not going to be the case. Rhino Dog gets res there and could be used to stall. But again, Mercy's Angels with the advantage on the point. Definitely more of the members on the point, looking to close out this cap here. They still have Solo Player's Death Blossom should they need it. But getting kills and looking for this overtime timer to drop as Wet Grandpa once again coming in on May, trying to stall as long as possible. Use the wall, I think actually pushes himself over the top. Mercy's Angels takes round 1 on Nepal. Again, unchanged comp for Mercy's Angels on the left-hand side, still with Solo Player now switching back to Reaper, I think switched late in that last round. White Grandpa now going Orisa, trying to maybe switch up a little bit. Now Yukibito not playing Mercy, Rhino Dog on Mercy for the first time. Now Yukibito instead going McCree, seeing if changing up once again will help somewhat. Solo Player taking Rhino Dog down immediately on Mercy, so the Sleepy out of Mech means that it is a 5v5 now on the point. As Sleepy goes down, Miko will rest him back, and now get them back bolstered up to a full 6. Vulcan falls, BMJ combined well. You see the number of members in the feed there on Solo Player assisting with that kill and just team shouting well. Our Mercy's Angels on the point here, and they will earn this first very quickly. And you check out some of the assists from the kills from Mercy's Angels, and you'll see how well they're grouped up, fighting well together, and getting the kills they need. As I say, that Vulcan coming in sneakily behind and grabbing Solo Player pretty kind of far away. I don't know if Miko's gonna be able to grab that res, but may just try. There it is. And Rhino Dog now falling. A lot of the advantage again for Mercy's Angels on the point, as the members of Bjorn to Kill kind of come in a little bit staggered, kind of one at a time. BMJ already out of mech, so won't be able to be as effective as possible. But Vulcan doing some work and grabbing Flat Pup once again. Kills alternating either side in the feed. It's hard to tell who really has too much of an advantage as these reses come out. Rhino Dog and Miko both playing well to keep their teams alive. Freakalicious getting a good kill there in the feed, grabbing a double actually on both supports. Now with the Transcendence to try and keep once again the team alive as they eclipse 40% or so on this second round on Nepal. Vulcan again in the back causing problems, trying to get a few kills. Will fall immediately. Flat Pup, who's been accurate this game, is not messing around. Earthbound getting a good hook there, pulling BMJ down the hole. Got to be careful for those, looking for those hooks. He's been able to be pretty accurate with the hooks so far, so you got to be careful around those edges. But again, the rest of the members of Bjorn to Kill having a difficult time kind of getting anything on the point here. and kind of staggering in. I think that maybe a little bit of tilt coming in from the team. They have been playing well, just not quite getting the results, and so it's showing here in this third round. Now 22% or so to the end of the round for Mercy's Angels, but maybe a little bit of a back cap coming in from Bjorn to kill. BMJ trying to clear out the point a little bit with the self-destruct. Won't quite pan out for them, but looks like, yeah, still a bit of percentage earned on the point. The rest of Mercy's Angels not really allowing that to really happen. Sleepy getting back to the point, solo player combining well. But now this could set us up for a good final team fight here as Wet Grandpa uses the supercharger, which does stretch all the way to the point. Miko uses the Valkyrie to try and keep some of the members alive on point. Kabito using the Valkyrie there. Will not covered from that by Freaklicious Transcendence, and Miko does go down. And I don't know, looks like Bjorn Kill may have some disadvantage on the point. Looks like they're clearing out some of these members, haven't used a lot of ults to do so, but they do take a point back in 99%, so if they got something to show. Earthbound uses the whole hog there that he's used effectively at the end of rounds previously, but not quite. The point had already gone, and now the ult gone as well. A late Valkyrie from Rhino Dog to try and res a few. Vulcan sitting in the back there. We'll see if he's able to escape. It looks like and does. The rest of the engage coming in from Mercy's Angels. They don't have any ults, and you hate for them to be too aggressive and fall into the same trap, but they do have a lot of time to try and push in and earn those ults back before Bjorn to kill takes the rest of this point. Solo player without an ult, just still trying to sneak in behind, see if he can grab a couple kills and maybe kind of give an advantage on the point for his team. Seen pretty immediately, but now it's pretty much the engage for that team, for this team rather, as self-destruct comes in, not really able to be as effective as maybe they would have wanted. BMJ, they're trying to clear out the point a little bit. Mercy's Angels with a couple members still trying to keep it alive, but really it's just Sleepy and Miko who dropped via the Deadeye there from Naya Kabito. So weathered that first storm of the initial team fight after pulling the point back, and now with 54% starting to get a little bit of this advantage. Mercy's Angels getting 2 kills early there before this next engage, so they may be able to flip this back before the rest of Bjorn to kill is able to come back in and reinforce. But I like the aggressive defense from Bjorn to kill. Now we kind of saw that from Mercy's Angels. See the 3 of them going into point there. BMJ, Time Tub, and Naya Kabito going in and team killing. Solo player tries to get a Death Blossom out, is able to pick up 2 there, and Mercy's Angels very close to taking this point back. I think actually, was that Mac to kill her, or was that something? It might have been somebody else. But Mercy's Angels able to take this point back. Nobody around for Bjorn to kill to wrap it up, and that will be a 3-0 win for Mercy's Angels. Congratulations to them for rounding this out. I think just all the way around, played better as a team together. They looked pretty solid doing it.
Play of the game. Epic.
Thank you, thank you.
Just a fantastic showing from both of the teams. Mercy's Angels getting the win after Icon Wall, but then rounding it out on Nepal, just showing they play really well as a team. Definitely a different Mercy's Angels than I saw, I think, in week 1. They looked a little disjointed, but definitely this week, on top of it, fighting well together and getting the win over Bjorn to kill, who drops to 2-2. Mercy's Angels going in the win column 2-1. As you can see, the tier right now, it's very tightly contested at the top. Mjolnir and All Natty both in the mix as well to try and win this league. This tier rather, and this is a tier that I've gotten to do a few games for, really excited about, and I like to see these teams play. They generally produce really solid games for us. But yeah, thanks guys for watching. Again, we're sponsored this season by Casual Gamer. I'm sure you've seen the ad on the right hand side of your screen. You've got really cool custom controller skins and faceplates. Find that on Casual Gamer, www.casualgamer.us, or on Instagram at casual_gamer. Remember that the last day for your round 1 of the 1v1, if you're playing the 1v1 tournament, is the 12th. Check out the website, OWXL.com, for the bracket. Find out who you're supposed to be playing. Get in contact with them. If you have any issues, reach out to an admin. And yeah, I'm excited for that. Casual Gamer is providing the prize for that 1v1 tournament. Definitely get into the Discord if you've not seen it yet. It's really cool custom faceplate. So we'll have that available for you. And yeah, for any upcoming games, just score schedules, if you want to learn more about the league, and check us out, OWXleague.com. If you are just passing through and you don't yet follow us on Twitch, hit that follow button so you'll know we're broadcasting. Got a few archive games for you. You can tab over and watch those at your leisure. And again, join the Discord, find us on Facebook. We have a lot of information for you. We announce on Twitter when we're broadcasting, so we've got that available for you as well. But for the OWXL Overwatch X League, I am Salt and Pepper, and we'll see you next time.